Have you ever checked your bank account and thought, wait, where did all my money go? You didn't buy anything huge. No crazy shopping spree. Nothing dramatic. And yet somehow, it's just gone. Here's what's interesting. A lot of people this year started making small changes, nothing extreme, and they've saved hundreds, even thousands of dollars. And they didn't feel deprived doing it. That's the key. It's not about being extreme. It's about being intentional. If you've ever felt like money just slips through your hands, this might completely change the way you look at spending. Quick question for you. What's one thing you spend money on almost every week without thinking about it? Coffee? Snacks? Subscriptions? Let me know in the comments. Because here's where things start to click. Most people don't lose money because of one massive mistake. It's rarely a sudden $10,000 disaster. It's the small stuff. The $5 here. The $10 there. The "it's not that much" purchases. Over time, those turn into little leaks. And when people actually track those leaks, the numbers can be shocking. That daily coffee? That quick food stop? The gas station snacks? Some people realized they were spending $400, $500 a month on small convenience purchases they barely remembered making. And the first shift isn't restriction. It's awareness. Not cutting everything out. Just noticing. Take coffee, for example. Everyone talks about it, and there's a reason. If you spend $5 a day, that's about $150 a month. Around $1,800 a year. That's no longer small, but this isn't really about coffee. It's about convenience. Once you question one convenience habit, you start noticing others. Food delivery. Takeout. Those "I'm too tired to cook" nights that quietly become a routine. And yeah, ordering feels easy. It feels like a reward. Until you look back and realize you spent thousands over the year. That's when cooking at home stops feeling like a chore and starts feeling like a strategy. It doesn't have to be fancy. Just a few go-to meals you can make quickly. Once it becomes routine, it's actually easier than ordering. And here's something powerful: friction. When something is one click away, you do it more. When something takes a little effort, you slow down. That slowing down? That's where savings happen. Now let's talk subscriptions. Individually, they seem harmless. $10 here, $15 there. Maybe $20 somewhere else. But add them up and suddenly you're paying $70, $100, sometimes more every single month. And half of them? You barely use. Free trials turn into auto charges. Apps you forgot about quietly keep billing you. One simple habit that works: do a subscription audit. Scroll through your bank statement. Look at recurring charges. Ask one question: do I actually use this? Some people take it further. They only keep one streaming service at a time. Watch what they want. Cancel. Move to the next. Simple. Effective. And here's something interesting: libraries are making a comeback. Not just books. Audiobooks. Movies. Even courses. People are getting thousands of dollars worth of content for free. Sometimes saving money isn't about cutting value. It's about finding a different way to get it. Another trend? Buying used instead of new. At first, people hesitate. You want things fresh, perfect, untouched. But then you realize a lot of furniture, appliances, Even clothes are barely used, and the price difference is massive. Someone once bought appliances that would have cost $6,000 new, for $500 used. That's not a small win. That's huge. And buying secondhand does something else, it makes you intentional. You're not impulse buying. You're choosing carefully. Some people even flip items for profit. Buying clearance or secondhand and reselling. You don't have to go that far, but it shows how flexible this can be. Now here's one that sounds extreme at first: doing things yourself. Haircuts. Small repairs. Basic home maintenance. At first you think, is this worth it? But when you look at the numbers, it adds up fast. Hundreds, sometimes thousands saved per year just by learning a few basic skills. Not everything. Just a few things. And then there are the tiny habits. Using what you already have. Reusing containers. Buying staples in bulk. Making things last longer. On their own, they seem small. Together, they shift your mindset. Food is another big area. Planning even a little bit ahead can drastically lower your grocery bill. Instead of grabbing whatever looks good, you shop with purpose. You check what you already have. You add 1 or 2 low-cost meals into your week. You're not restricting yourself. You're bouncing. And here's the part that matters most: the mindset shift. At some point, this stops being about saving money and starts being about control. You decide where your money goes instead of wondering where it went. That feels different. More aware. More relaxed. More in control. And this doesn't mean cutting out everything you enjoy. That's where people go wrong. The goal isn't to shrink your life. It's to spend smarter. Spend on what truly matters to you. Cut back on what doesn't. When you plug those small leaks, you create something powerful: margin. Extra room in your finances. That margin gives you options. More savings. Investing. Peace of mind when something unexpected happens. So if it feels like money disappears, it's probably not one big problem. It's a collection of small habits. The good news? Small habits can work for you, too. Don't change everything. Just pick one thing. One small shift. Because that's how it starts. One change. Then another. And one day you look back and realize you actually saved a lot. And that's a really good feeling.